I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Got a good one. Going back to the same judge that did the short video on yesterday. Another short one for you today. Hope you like it. I also have a couple of the follow-ups from the guys that went to jail yesterday. So this is going to be fun. First guy, though, he thinks Dr. Google is going to get him out of jail. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe and do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
He is, Your Honor. I think we have two issues going on. First of all, I think the state's going to need to ask for a continuance of the trial because we got an email that the FTLA agent would not be available. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge. The two cases, the oldest cases, Judge, that Mr. Wilson, I've always been focused on, Your Honor. The physical lab judge is unavailable. When they called in, we did subpoena them, Judge. They called in that they had sent their unavailability notices, and I just informed them, we would file our motions to continue, Judge. We did ask if there was another analyst or, that could perform it to try to keep the cases going, Judge. And it is my understanding, and I know from the email that we got, I believe the entire chemistry section is unavailable.
Okay.
Judge.
All right, Mr. Wilson, any objection?
Your Honor, if they're not available, there's not really much we can do.
All right, Mr. Wright, we'll move and what's the second thing before?
You raised the second thing, Your Honor. There was a problem with that occurred while Mr. Wright was on release.
Yes, Mr. Wright, what's going on? You were on release, and while you were released, you tested positive for some cocaine. You told me you weren't smoking crack, but your friends were, and you just in their vicinity. And I've never heard.
Bring some proof of that.
Yeah, what do you have? I'll take a look at it.
Proof of what are you?
All right. Yeah, already a good excuse. I wasn't doing the drugs. My friends were. I was just there. It's in a system, though. But, like I said, good old Google has the answer to everything.
Your Honor, I haven't had a chance to look.
Okay.
I think I'll just pass it to the court. I believe it's some Google research you did.
Google research?
Well, some of it is being diagnostic placed over there by Goodwill. That's just
The first thing I have says Google search cocaine being absorbed through the skin and felon P test. I'm probably certain if you're touching cocaine, it's probably going to be absorbed. Explains the second page is some links. PUBMED. The other one is www.police1.com. Explains why officers use the wear of PPE and drug busts. Cocaine can get in your system if handled or touched. True. And transfer out of mouth. And this talks about from Oxford Academy on the dermal absorption of cocaine. The dermal is the skin. A 5 milligram dose of cocaine freebase. I'm not sure what freebase is. I've heard it in songs, but I'm not sure. Applied to the volar forearm skin resulted in a positive UA. That's not what you told me. You didn't tell me that you touched it. You said one of your friends was smoking crack cocaine and you were just by him and it somehow got in your system. Mr. Wright, I'm gonna go ahead.
Who's making contact with each other? So
What you mean by that?
hand touching.
Okay. Mr. Wright, I'm gonna revoke your bond, sir, for violating terms of my release conditions by testing positive for cocaine. So you're gonna be placed back in the Gulf County Jail, and we'll see you on March 6th at 1:30.
Take a look at yourself, sir.
I'll take a look at that. Maybe it'll change my mind.
Is this your proof of your appointment? Is that what
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Says Department of Veterans Affairs. You're a veteran, Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Says you have an appointment to meet with a nurse.
Never on the 29th, I ain't got paperwork on that one yet.
Yes, sir. I know, Mr. Wright, I know, but I can't overlook the fact that last year you had concerns about medical conditions, and I agreed with you and let you out and told you to check in for UAs, and within a few weeks, maybe even a week of you getting out of jail, you test positive for cocaine. So I've continued the hearings until today, but I'm going to revoke your bond, sir. You'll be held without bond, and I'll see you on March 6th at 1:30. And since you are a veteran, I'm not sure the nature of the charges, but if we need to talk about Veterans Court, if he's eligible, we can talk about that.
I'll speak with Ms. Smith about that.
Yeah, I don't know his background score sheet or what, but it looks like some drug charges. He's tested positive for cocaine, and maybe that's something that we can look into.
Show you how to get in my system.
Yes, sir.
That's what I done.
Oh, no, you did. Everything I read, though, was that you actually have to have physical contact with it. Talked about the dermal or the dermis, which is the skin, and touching. And I agree, if you touch cocaine or handle cocaine, it was going to be in your system. But that's not what you told me. You told me your friend was smoking crack cocaine and you was just there with him. And somehow it got into your system. You never said that you touched him.
Well, you didn't ask me, I mean,
Yes,
I
sir.
told you I don't got any to do with me if you asked me about it.
Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, you tested positive for cocaine, sir. All right, that violates my conditions of release. So I'm going to put you back in jail, and I'll see you March 6th.
Well, Google did not get him out of trouble. He tried, though. He tried. You guys think that he tested positive in a UA because he handled it? Yeah, I don't know. All right. Now we got a couple follow-ups from the videos from yesterday. Enjoy. Let's go.
All right, you were here yesterday for a pretrial conference. You said at 9:30. You were not here. You showed up yesterday afternoon. I had already issued a warrant for your arrest, so I did not rescind that warrant. We're here for, I set you for today. Do we know we're going to get this case resolved or not today?
I don't think we get it resolved today, Judge. Mr. Wallace it's a nonviolent charge this time for driving on suspended license. However, his prior record scores him significant DOC time. The state's plea offer was 24 months. As of yesterday, I don't think Mr. Wallace was prepared to accept the state's plea offer of 24 months. And obviously, if he does an open plea, the lowest permissible was 23 and a half months. So that's what his options are at this point, or set the case for jury trial at a later date.
Or we'll come back March 6th, and if it's not resolved, we'll go ahead and set it for trial.
Okay.
Mr. Wallace, I'm going to let you out. All right, so you'll be released from the county jail. I'll see you March 6th at 1:30. No excuses. 1:30 means 1:30.
Yes, sir.
If you have to get up at 5 a.m. and start walking, you get here. Your name is Mr. Richter, correct? Come on down.
All right, this is the last guy. I only got 2 of the 3. I looked for the third guy, couldn't find him. So I don't know if I just missed him. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna let this play out. Thanks for watching. If you haven't liked already, please do so. And please think about subscribing. I will be going live tonight to play the rest of my, not mine, but the rest of the Michigan rapper contempt hearing. Tonight's the best part of it. Yesterday was kind of slow, but tonight gets good. All right. Hope to see you guys later. Till then, bye.
Mr. Richter, you're in a similar situation. You were supposed to be here yesterday morning at 9:30. You showed up late. I had already issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear, and I did not rescind it. So you spent the night in the county jail. Mr. Hill, able to get this case resolved?
We don't have a resolved, Judge. I've met with Mr. Richter a couple of times and felt it was necessary to have him evaluated for potential sanity defense and or competency issues. We have that evaluation scheduled with Dr. Schuler on the 23rd of this month. We provided that information to Mr. Richter yesterday before he appeared before you, but we can put it on the record what that appointment is. If he's incarcerated, then Dr. Schuler can come to the jail and see him. If he's out of custody, that evaluation will take place at my office in the courthouse.
All right, Mr. Richter.
Yes, sir.
When I say 9:30, you know what that means?
9:30 a.m.
Yeah, when I tell you to be in court, it's not an invitation. It's not a request. You don't have to talk,
late,
sir. You don't have, it's not an invitation. You get here on time, not hours after, okay? I'm gonna let you out of jail. I'll see you on March 6th at 1:30. Any questions about the date and time?
March 6th at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
I'll need a handwritten memo and.
No, I'm not giving you a handwritten memo. We're gonna get you this notice.
Yeah.
You sign
That's
that.
what I mean.
I don't want to have any confusion.
And Judge, just for the record, that evaluation is scheduled for February the 23rd, 2024 at 1:00 p.m. That will be in my office here in the courthouse.
You understand that, Mr. Richter?
Yes, sir. I am a former Homeland Security agent and FBI agent and an astronaut, and I have been to space, and I do suffer like a little bit of amnesia sometimes.
I understand.
Can we get this paperwork together so we can put his eval appointment on it?
Okay.
please?
And I am a previous U.S. Air Force pilot. So I have blacked out several times while I tried traveling Mach 15 and Mach 17 and stuff like that. So I redid the NASA program. I built 4 NASA space shuttles.
Amazing.
Actually, I'm a very intelligent person.
Yes, sir. I don't
do
doubt that.
suffer like comprehension,
Thank you.
15-minute span disorder now.
Yes, sir.
So
Well, we're putting an appointment down. Make sure you go see Mr. Hill at his office and we'll go from there, okay?